What's up, everybody? BucosLocker coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all the videos that's posted on this channel. What up, members? Y'all locked in? Y'all ready? I just need to know my members are ready. We getting locked and loaded for the season. Got some stuff flying down there and everything, you know what I'm talking about? Hope everybody having a good weekend. Had a really good weekend, you know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. That's what we do. Over here in the BucosLocker community, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's good. Everybody healthy. Everything healthy, you know what I'm talking about? Because we do not care. We do not care. But yeah, so let's get to the video. I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time on the Sunday. 9 days straight. 9 videos. 9. I ain't never did this many videos consecutive. I'm just trying to see, you know, can I do it? And I can do it, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it going, you know. So this week we got the Jets Friday, I believe. Friday or Saturday we got the Jets. So we got joint practice this week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my members. Special shout out to them. We got joint practice this week with the Jets. So we gonna all the talk. You know what I'm saying? All this talk. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see what's happening. Because we do not care. You know what I'm saying? All the talk and all the, you know, hype and all this, we about to see if it's really real against other competition. Because that's what you really want to see. Because against your own players, you know, okay, cool, you've been watching them all, you can see them every day. But now you get to see this against a team that they ain't never played against, these young guys. You know what I'm saying? First year, you know, Bain and Trotter and Hurst, Keontae Scott, Cape Hart, Brochard. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna see. I'm just saying, you know, Bucs like, what up, man? You know, we gonna see. A lot of the talk, they been talking about the young guys and they swag and they feisting this and they chippiness and all this. All right, let's do that against the Jets. I'm not saying the Jets is great. The Jets, you know, they in rebuild mode. All I'm saying is you want to see this against other competition. You know, it's time to put the pedal to the metal. The season's here, you know. Because we can keep talking about these young guys, and that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Keep talking about it. But we all know it sounds good, it looks good in practice. But all right, we got the joint practice coming in. We're gonna see what it is. You know, I'm excited to see what these young guys are gonna do. I'm talking about the rookie class. I'm not talking about the second year guys, third year guys. I'm talking about the rookie class because we just needed a draft class that can change the culture. I think our culture was really soft. Like I think our culture was, you know, soft and just fake tough. You know what I'm saying? Like we just needed some real, like some real guys. Like hopefully these guys are not Jags. And not, you know, right now I don't consider them Jags, but because we don't know what they're really gonna be. But I don't think anybody think of Ruth Bain and Trotter and Keontae Scott's a Jag. But we, you know, Ted Hurst we don't know because, you know, but he might get some. He gonna get a lot of action too. And you know how joint practices work. We know the starters ain't playing. So if we know the starters ain't playing, that means joint practice, the starters gonna get work. You know? That's what the starters gonna get their work at, joint practice. Yeah, the starters gonna get their work at joint practice. They're not gonna play in the first game of preseason. They're not gonna play. They might play game 2 or dress rehearsal, and they not play game 3 because it's only 3 games. It's not 4. Because usually the third game was the dress rehearsal. So now the second preseason game is the dress rehearsal. So this first game, a lot of the young guys, you want them young guys out there. Them guys need reps, real live reps against other competition. And I'm excited to see what Ruben Main's going to do against the Jets tackles. Most likely going to be backup tackles, but still, you know, he's been going against Luke Gedeke and Tristan Wirfs. Mostly used to Luke Gedeke, Luke Gedeke, But I'm just saying, you I want to see these guys do good. I want to see this draft class really take it to the next level. I want to see this draft class take the Bucs as an organization to the next level. Not the quarterback, not the coach, just this draft class. Just come in and set the tone and just turning it around, because this franchise is, the last several years has been middling around. Like that's not act like this ain't happening. They've been middling around, like literally middling around 500. It's like, well, when are we going to take the next step? It's time. Enough of the shenanigans. Enough of the, well, he could be good. Like, nah, we need these guys to be good right away. And I think that, like I said, I told y'all this. This is the only way that the Bucs can really make a difference. That these guys come in and be good right away. Like, I think we done with the he's a project. We need guys to come in right away. I can name several rookies around the NFL in their first seasons. They would impact players, like right away. You know what I'm saying? So, Dean DeJong, Quentin Mitchell. We need guys that come in and play. Carson Schwarzenegger, Jack Campbell. Guys that can come in and be impactful right away. James Pierce, Jalen Walker, Xavier Watts, like come in right play. Tech McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, come in right away, and particularly on defense. That's what we really need. Brian Branch, Antoine Winfield Jr. And they came in right up. Tristan Ward. They just came in right away and made a big difference. We just need that. We don't need no Chris Winkas and no Logan Halls. None of that nonsense. Kyle Trask. We don't need none of that. We don't care about those type of players. Those are Jags. Hopefully we got some dogs. I think we do. I hope we do. I'm saying, I hope, well, it's no more the Jags. We're just done with the Jags. Just another guy. We're just done with that. The Chris Braswells, Anthony Nelsons, the Greg Gaines, the Hassan Reddicks, the Deion Jones, the Christian Izien, the Jags. Just too many Jags. Way too many Jags. So, like I said, this joint practice is really gonna be a telltale sign on, what we gonna look like. And of course, we want to get out of there healthy. We don't want nobody to get hurt. So health is the big deal. But in order to look good and play good, in order to play good or to look good and play good, some guys got to get reps. Like trying to hold them out so they won't get hurt, that can be a detriment to their development. And first year guys that's going to be getting a lot of snaps, they got to get developed pretty fast. Like I think that's what's going to happen with Keontae Scott, Ruben Bain, and Trotter. They need reps because those guys are getting thrown into the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got time for no wait and see. We just gonna ease them on in. Like Trotter out there looking real good. We know what Bain doing. David Walk out there. He 20. I didn't even know he was 26 years old. I forgot about that. He was an older rookie. He's 25, 26 years old already in his second year in the NFL. David Walker is an old rookie. Or not rookie, but he's an old second year player. Second year, you're already 25, 26 years old? Whew. I don't know how much upside he got. That famous word upside. I don't know how much he got to go higher, but he only got really a window. He got basically this contract, his rookie contract, maybe a year or two after that. But how much he gonna grow outside of me? He's already 25, 26 years old. So that's a shocker right there. So they walk, he getting thrown into the fire. So we ain't got time, folks. We here. And real quick, other news. I know somebody brought it up in the chat. Yeah, Emeka Egbuka struggling. Week number 2, separation. Yeah, I read on that. I read about that. Emeka Egbuka struggling. Year number 2. I mean, not year number 2. He's struggling in week number 2. Separation. Can't get away from Zion McCullough. Can't get away from Jacob Parrish. And Gaines, the other undrafted free agent rookie. He's having a hard time separating. What did we say about Emeka Egbuka? What did we say? What did we say about Emeka Egbuka? But yeah, what did we say about Emeka Egbuka? What did we say? The concerns, even going into the draft, even the back half of the season. We said this: separation. All his catches will be contested. Talented player. He reaped the benefits early in the season last year, but once teams and cornerbacks of the opposition team, the other teams, they get a hold of you and they watch your film and they see how you move. Clamps. You hear me? He getting clamped up. Concern. I'm not saying it's a major concern, but I'm just letting y'all know you might want to keep note of that. No separation. And here's the thing. I'm not surprised, because that was the kind of thing about him going into the draft too. Oh, DC Buck 1. What did you see? They say week number 2. The entire week he struggled separating. And he ain't hurt. Week number 2 of training camp. He was struggling? Week number 2? Oh. Alright, well, I'll call you. Yeah, so you tell me. My girl just gave me some food. Week number 2. What are you doing? Oh, so you saw it. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. He was out there. Real good. Yeah, hey, y'all might want to take note of that. DC Buck 1 was out there. No separation. None. And he needs to be the number 1 guy. I'm saying he needs to be a Jackson Smith-Njigba. But here's the problem with that situation. He don't move like Jackson Smith-Njigba. Jackson Smith-Njigba is very shifty. Very quick. Emeka Egbuka. Jackson Smith-Njigba is a very quick receiver. Very shifty. Emeka Egbuka don't move like that. He's more Chris Godwin than Emeka. He's more Chris Godwin than Jackson Smith-Jigba. He's a Chris Godwin clone. He's a Chris Godwin clone, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we was trying to tell people about Emeka Egbuka, and people thought we were hating. I was like, nah. In order for him to really justify his draft status, he got to be Jackson Smith-Jigba. But the problem is though, we hear the reports that he's struggling to separate, and that's what's the problem with Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin was not a big fast receiver. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was basically a really good route runner. That's what Emeka Egbuka is. We said it. Chris Godwin's number 2. Right. Concerned. I'm not worried, but it's on my radar. I mean, the jig is up. I don't think he's number 1 until proven otherwise. And Smith-Jigba, very talented too, but he's shifty. Oh, I'm worried. I'm not tripping about it, but it's on my radar. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to keep that in mind. If Emeka Egbuka struggles, who's gonna be our number 1? If he can't separate consistently, that's gonna be a problem. Oh, DC Bucs said the O-line is an issue too. Really? Who's the issue? Where at on the O-line? Where you think the issue gonna be at, DC Buck? I mean, DC Buck 1 was out there. Tackle and center. Oh, well, there you go. What? Luke Getty getting beat? Is Ruben Bain out there giving him the business? Oh, that's good for our defensive line. I think it's been a good battle. Man, Graham Barton get ate up, man. Graham Barton get ate up out there, DC Buck. Anyway, DC Buck, leave your comments in the comment section. Give everybody some insight on what you saw out there at practice, man. With that being said, it's joint practice week, folks. Rookie time. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to all the private sea banners. Thank y'all for joining. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag, what your eyes tell you, hashtag no excuses. BucosLocker, sign it out.